Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. Today I've got a 1 vs 1 on Shrine of Exelon. Over in the Imperial Fist corner we've got Pig, whereas over in the other corner, playing as the Necrons, it is Kykuy. And once again I am joined by the illustrious, the magnanimous TheLaughingMax. How are you doing, young man?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm looking forward to this game. How are you?
I'm doing great myself. Looking forward to seeing some Banana Marines take on some dastardly Necron tier in this very narrow, well, not narrow, should I say, very small map.
Yeah, you have a lot of points, which normally is not Necron favored, but yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Pig here, like one of the newer faces of Unification. He's good, so let's see. And it's also slow pseudo skeleton guys versus slow banana boys in tin cans, so it's gonna be exciting, I guess.
There we go. Potassium versus calcium. We are having a ghost turret being popped up in the Necron base. I assume that he's expecting some early harassment, but that is not the normal thing for Imperial Fist. They're not known for their early harassment. They're going to go for some Space Marines on top of their usual. In fact, they're going to go for the second squad of Space Marines on top of that. So no Vin Diesel at the moment. Ghost turret has been left to being an unfinished ghost turret for the moment in case he wants to replenish that. So we'll have to see if that becomes useful later on down the lines.
Yeah, Kykuy's more or less signature faction in the previous version was Necrons. I've never ever won against his Necrons. Maybe because I'm bad, I don't know. But he's really good with it. One thing to note is that Mr. Pig only got one Siege Marine, so he has a lot more pop cap open for some good old Space Marine spam. Not very fond of the idea to have only one capper this early, but he seems to make it work.
That's it, and with two squads of Space Marines, you do have one left over just to fire at some Necrons, which is always good fun. Well,
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say that they're starting to engage now. 2 squads versus 1 squad of Necron warriors. And no matter how much these guys can reanimate themselves, they won't be able to survive against 8 Imperial Fists, so they will be falling back. We do have another squad of Necron warriors moving very slowly over in support, so we'll have to see if they're able to save their comrades from a squad wipe here.
I was about to say, really uncharacteristic to let your Necron warriors move out of the way, out of your base without having like a summoning core. I was checking his base, he had no summoning core, so no sneaky teleport back to base shenanigans. So that was weird, but okay. On the other side of the map, he actually decapped a point where the shielded Marines were staring at for quite some time. So well done there.
Excellent stuff. A little bit of economic harassment. We do have a Necron Lord also on the way out from the monolith. And he does have, I'll have to swap over to him when he comes out, because the voice acting for that Necron Lord is absolutely on point.
Yeah, that's a really nice one. Actually, all the Necron voices are really nice. To quote Astro here, I had silence for so many years. Now I have these voices. It's so nice.
Definitely. We've got a whole squad of Builder Scouts being wiped out there. Banana Marine's going to fire away at this obelisk, but these Necrons will be moving towards these Space Marines and try and push them back, managing to get down one model. These guys will fall back to the heavy cover, which is exactly where they want to be. Necrons, though, do a little bit more damage in close combat than they do at range before they get their upgrade, so may as well charge them into close combat and see if they can slice these guys up with their axe, gun, gorse, flare over me bobs.
Yeah, they have also like really big knockback effect on their melee, so it's really nice. They are not benefiting from the heavy cover, so the cover bonuses are more useful to the Space Marines. And I am now he is fortifying his listening post. Pig I saw him upgrading his listening post with the weapons, which does not give you any more resources. You need to fortify them. He has either done it by accident or does do it started to do it good right now. You want to fortify, not get the weapons on your points, to be honest.
I was going to say, yeah, because when you're being invaded by the the automatic undead. You kind of want weapons on your fortifications to keep them at bay. Have managed to push them back though. Necron Lord waiting for something. I imagine he's waiting for more Necron warriors to come down. That's 3 squads of Necron warriors. Very tier 1 heavy engagement going on here. Got some siege marines moving around the side, going to provide cover to anyone that they are standing near. So it doesn't matter whether the regular old space marines are in the heavy cover or not. They'll be able to get that bonus regardless.
So it's an interesting dynamic right now. We have tier 2 finished for the Imperial Fists player right now, and heavy tier 1 on the Necron player. The Necron player right now, just now, finishing the first Necron warrior upgrade, so they glow green, menacing green here. Let's see. I think it's bonus damage and bonus ranged, so really handy. Could go for some Gauss Reapers, the shotguns, to flip some Marines over.
Oh, the Gauss Reaper has a knockback, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a green shotgun you can think of.
Ah, yes. If Necrons weren't terrifying enough, give them Gauss shotguns. That'll certainly add to the terrifying factor of them. They've decided they're going to move over to the right-hand side of things, where there's a listing post that's currently unupgraded at the moment, so we'll be able to slice away at that with little to no recourse. Space Marines are good to move around onto the right side of the map and see if they can retaliate in good numbers, but with these Necrons having an upgrade with the Disruption Field and now having 3 squads in total and a Necron Lord, I'm not too confident that these Space Marines will be able to shove them off.
But there comes Vin Diesel.
Hey! There we go. A winged Crozius in his left hand as he goes in to smite the foul Xenos away from his listing post, which sadly went down, but they are going to rebuild it quick, sharpish. And look at that, just absolutely taking command of the battlefield right now.
Oh wow, yeah, he's just hacking away at these pseudo-skeleton guys, these undead machines. But yeah, I don't see anything real happening in tier 2 for Mr. Pick. He got tier 2 in good time, but I don't see vehicles, I don't see tier 2 squads, no tier 2 upgrades.
And Vin Diesel going down. He's that was not the trade that he wanted to make. I mean, the Necron Lord's still up. The Necron Lord has taken a fair bit of damage, but it's not going to do all that much. He's gonna be around it. He'll probably, I don't know if he's gone for his Forbidden Archive yet. No, he has not. But Necron Lord does have the option of going for his Phase Shifter, which allows him to regenerate his health very, very quickly. So you can trade your Necron Lord's health quite regularly, I suppose.
Yeah, the Phase Shift gives you invulnerability and plus 10, I think, health per second. And what's the fun thing, it also Phase Shifts nearby ally units and buildings, so you can save listing posts with it. But speaking of the Necron Lord, he just got a last cannon shot to the neck and now is sitting there.
So it's going to stay there for a little bit, which is not what he wants to. But mind you, oh, there we go. I was thinking for a second that the Necron Warriors were going to continue pushing, but they've thankfully given us some breathing room to observe other parts of the battlefield and see what they're doing on the macro. I've got some Ghost turrets on the left-hand side of the map, some more Necron Warriors, and the Necron Lord will be rebuilt at some point. So, yeah.
Pig also now has fortified his position, like his listing post, good enough that he has quite a good economy now with 121 and 40 power income. But Kuka is now overloading his whole base. I don't know if you see it, like all his generators are glowing like crazy. He clicked the generator overload for all his generators at once.
Jesus.
It got nerfed. It's now only like, I looked it up, 4.5 more power per second instead of, I think it was like 8 or 9 before. But yeah, it gives you some more power for a certain amount of time, but yeah, your generators don't look so healthy now again. Let's see.
Looked a bit like a disco going on there during in the plasma generator field, I have to say. It was a bit like a nightclub I used to go to as a young man.
It's not a nightclub you want to be in, I guess.
Certainly not.
Machines.
Although it'd be a really good place to do the robot.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Dancing humour, that's what we like. Necrons are deciding to move over to the left-hand side. Going to try and strike down that relic listing post. Only really going for Necron Warriors at the moment. Oh, he says that just as the Immortals have finished.
Yeah, so very good economy for Kykuy, to be honest. He has like 100 over 100 power. That is like a superb economy. You can do whatever you want as a Necron, more or less, with this economy. Let's see which way he continues. Probably a greater summoning core soon-ish, or some more immortals. Let's see.
Yeah. Necron Lord has gone for his... I completely forget what the artifact's called, but it's his Scarabee reduced range damage artifact. You can tell by all the little scarab things that are surrounding him at the moment. Got some Devastators on the field, as well as some Assault Marines going to charge straight in, never minding what's going on around them. Sword and board in hand, as they try and cut down a significant amount of Necron warriors. That's not the kind of numbers that I'd like to be fighting out personally.
I mean, it's a weight. It's a thing you can do. Try to force melee combat against Necron warriors, but yeah, not with one squad against three, I guess. Necron Lord still in play because of his phylactery.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So, and he's tying up the Devastator. So, I kind of feel that Pig is still learning the Imperial Fists here. You can tell by his reluctant unit choices and whatnot. But yeah, let's see what he goes for. He goes for Librarian, has what is his name? Lexandro de... can you do this, please? Like the hero moving out of the base.
Lexandra de Arcubus.
Yes, this guy.
It's definitely how you pronounce him. And look at that. That is a handsome model right there. Don't say.
Yeah, so he's a tier 2 commander. So let's see what he can change here. Has a big old power sword and a storm boulder, doing some war shot, whatever this was, and now hacking some good old Necrons here.
There we go. Almost getting a squad wipe of one of those units, but really, really good micro. Decided to teleport just one Necron warrior squad back rather than the whole smattering of them. And they're all glowing even greener than before. They're going to be doing a significant amount more damage at range, but thankfully the Banana Marines are getting them all tied up and whatnot. Some Marines still surviving to this day, which I was not thinking that they were going to be able to do.
Yeah, they're also really fast for Banana Marines. They're like really fast, but they forgot to equip their jetpack, so they want to be fast on their feet.
Yeah. Devastator's managing to take out a squad of Necron flayed ones in the base, and now it doesn't seem like the Necrons have anything to tie up the Devastators with, so they should be able to get online now. But now we do have some death marks on the field, and these guys are not going to be very friendly with these Devastators. Almost getting a squad wipe in like less than 10 seconds. Absolutely lethal units at range.
And everything is glowing yellow. It's an ability from the Librarian. It's more or less similar to the blinding field from the Sister of Battle, I think, to remember. But yeah, these death marks amplifying a lot of the damage the rest of the units are doing. Siege Dreadnought in, getting focused down by Immortals and also by the death marks. But he is not carrying, he's chugging on Necrons left and right.
Yeah, he's I mean, he'll go down now, but like he certainly held back the tide of the Necrons for a little bit. Librarian now, one man standing on his own, chasing after those death marks. Probably not what he wants to do. He'll want to run back all the way home, but will he be able to get there? Narrowly by the sliver of his health bar of 23 left over. Just narrowly doing it. Do have a field disciplinary officer, which I do believe is able to summon a... Oh, sorry, no, it's the chaplain who summons the disciplinary officer, and also the Legion console sniper, who's just died straight away, so no impact in the battle there.
Yeah, it's like these are one squad of death marks and fully upgraded Necron warriors, all focusing on one target. They just evaporated. Even the Siege Dreadnought is marked now, and the Immortals firing away, not getting their Tesla carbines for whatever reason, but yeah, he's going mental with his units. I was actually wanting to explain what the field officer does, but he just died, so...
He's got the ability where he's able to shoot a ally, isn't he? He's kind of like the Commissar of the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, but the other way around, he breaks morale, because Imperial Fists are fighting harder with morale broken. They don't move faster, they move slower, but they deal more damage when morale is broken. So that's the idea behind the field officer. He's like, whatever. I shoot you and you don't like it, but you will fight harder.
Which, that's absolutely how it always works. I think that the Necrons have this. I'm fairly convinced that there's not much that Pig is able to do, even with his tanks, which they were there, but now they're not. And there we go. Pig has had it. Necrons are the victors this day. Before we go, Mr. Max, would you like to plug any of your bits and bobs?
Yeah, surely. I do a lot of Unification stuff. I have casts, I have in Let's Play, I have the more or less renowned guide series going on, which I am trying to get a new video out on weekly basis, still trying to get the updated 6.9 guides out for you guys to enjoy. And if you are, for whatever reason, understanding some German, I have a hell of a lot of German content as well on my channel.
Fantastic. I do highly recommend that if you are new to Unification and want to learn and get involved in the PvP side of things, those guides on Max's channel are absolutely a godsend. Certainly helped me with my casting. Cool, nice one. Well, anyway, mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.
Bye-bye.